Hey everyone, we're here at Korg for Patch of the Week, and this week we have the Korg microKORG synthesizer, which is the longest running synth in the Korg lineup and has been around for over a decade and a half. Now the microKORG originally became really popular with musicians because of its great presets, but you can also create sounds from scratch using matrix editing on the microKORG, and this is a little bit more complicated than, say, a knob per function synth, but it's still pretty easy to get started. So this is going to be a simple patch that you can follow along with at home to create on your microKORG. And this week we're going to be doing a very simple funk bass line. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is start from scratch, and we can do that by initializing our sound by pressing Shift, 3, and then 3 again, and we'll get a gated saw wave. So that's a great jumping off point to create our funk bass sound. So let's go to the mixer first and look in the matrix for oscillator 2 level. So now we have two oscillators going in unison, and we want to detune that second oscillator just a little bit. So let's go to oscillator 2 on the upper edit knob and check the tuning knob out. Let's change that to a little bit detuned. Cool, so now we have two oscillators slightly detuned for a little bit of analog beating. Even though this is a digital synth, we can kind of approximate the analog sound. And now what we want to do is get into the filter. So let's move over to the filter section. And when we're in the filter section, our matrix tells us that the second knob here is cut off. So let's bring the cutoff down. And let's bring up the filter envelope generator intensity. Now we don't have any envelope generator settings applied to that envelope yet, so let's go into the filter EG on the upper edit knob, and let's give it a little bit of attack. And let's also give it a little bit of decay. And turn down the sustain. We're getting a little bit of that wow sound, but let's also drop the octave. So let's go back to pitch, and let's drop our octave transpose all the way down. Now let's bring in some resonance. Let's go back to filter, and let's look for resonance in our matrix. It's this knob right here, so let's bring that up slowly. And let's bring our cutoff down even further. Now, since we're working on a bass sound, we want to assign our sound to be monophonic. So we look in our matrix for voice assign, and that's going to be under voice. So let's use our first edit knob to go to voice, and then change voice assign to mono. So that's sounding pretty huge, but we want to add in a little bit of mod effects. So let's go to our second edit knob and go to mod effects and select our type. And let's go with a nice ensemble. And our LFO speed can kind of be a little low. And then let's bring up the effect depth. That's sounding pretty funky.